Have you ever caught yourself doing something and thought, is that weird? Maybe you talk to yourself, or you genuinely prefer a quiet night in over a big party. Well, what if I told you those things you think are just little quirks are actually signs of a seriously intelligent mind? Okay, let's get into this.
This is really the big question we're going to dig into today. We're going to flip the script on what's considered normal and maybe discover that some of your most unique traits are actually your biggest strengths.
I mean, come on, do any of these sound a little too familiar? These are some of the classic habits that people can find a bit odd. But stick with me because they are deeply, deeply connected to how some of the smartest people on the planet see and process the world.
All right, let's start with a huge one, the need to be alone. We live in a world that's all about being social, being out there. So choosing to be by yourself can definitely seem strange to a lot of people. But there's a really powerful reason for it.
Yeah, this isn't about being shy or, antisocial. For really intelligent folks, it's an active choice. Think about it. Their minds are always buzzing with ideas, making connections, solving problems. Solitude isn't empty. It's the quiet room they need to hear their own thoughts.
So why? What is it about being alone that's so important for a powerful brain? The answer is actually pretty fascinating, and it tells us a lot about what deep thinking really requires. This quote just nails it. For someone with a super active mind, their own head is the most interesting place to be. It's a whole world of ideas and puzzles. And from that point of view, a lot of social stuff can feel like, just an interruption to a really great conversation they were already having with themselves. And this is the absolute key. We have to separate these two ideas. This has nothing to do with being lonely. It's about building a space for concentration, for creativity, for just thinking. It's a tool, a necessary one for keeping their minds sharp. Okay, so this leads us right into the next habit. This one's all about not taking the easy answer. It's about developing a mental muscle, and it has a name, cognitive reflection. All right, what does that actually mean? Well, we all have gut reactions, right? That first immediate thought. Cognitive reflection is just that little voice that says, hang on a second, is that really right? It's the ability to hit pause on your own instinct and look for a better, more thoughtful answer. This chart lays it out perfectly. You've got two paths. The instinctive one is quick, it's easy, it's automatic. But the reflective path, it's a little slower, but it's where the real analysis happens. And you'll find that highly intelligent people just naturally spend a lot more of their time on that reflective side. And all of this brings us to another incredible tool. And this one is kind of a mind bender. It's called metacognition. And honestly, it's like a secret weapon for an intelligent brain. Put simply, metacognition is thinking about how you think. It's like you can zoom out and watch your own brain work. You start asking questions like, am I looking at this the right way? Is there a bias here I'm not seeing? What's the best way to tackle this problem? Oh, I love this analogy. It's just perfect. You're not just some actor reading lines that your brain feeds you. Nope, you're the director. You're in the chair, deciding which thoughts to focus on, which ideas to explore, how the whole scene plays out. And by the way, this is exactly what's happening when people talk to themselves. They're directing their own thoughts out loud. So let's bring this all home. You've got the need for solitude to focus, you've got cognitive reflection to question your gut, and metacognition to direct your thinking. What does it all add up to? And this, right here, is the big takeaway. If any of this stuff sounds like you, it's not because you're strange or because something's wrong. It's because your brain is literally built for a different kind of operating system, one that runs deeper, more analytical, more reflective programs. So let's just reframe this once and for all. Needing to be alone, questioning everything, talking to yourself, these aren't personality flaws, not at all. They are the very tools that let your powerful mind do what it does best. So I'll leave you with this to chew on. Now that you see these habits in a totally new light, which of your own weird traits are you ready to embrace as a strength? Which one will you lean into, knowing that it's just a sign that you're wired for deeper thinking? Something to think about.